Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Nuta, the Crochet World, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe to my channel, like, share and comment on my videos. And today we're going to do this beautiful piece of a wall hanging, this one. And for this particular project, I've used my 100% cotton yarn and I've used my 4 mm of the hook. 4 mm of the hook. Now this wall hanging is about 32 centimeters long or 12.5 inches long, and along with the tassel it's about 18 inches long and 46 centimeters long here. And this is the height of the whole project. Now, I haven't counted this part into this measurement, and it is about 4.5 inch or 12 centimeters long. If you don't want to do this, you can just skip it and you can put just a simple loop here. So you can skip this one. And if you want to add this, so just add another 4.5 inch or about 12 centimeters extra into your project, and that's it. So this is the whole project, and let's begin. So now to start, have your magic circle. So for the magic circle, just have your yarn around your fingers like this. Make an X here and put the second strand of yarn at the back. Now take your hook, insert your hook in this way, grab your yarn and turn your hook in this way, and that's it. This is your magic circle. Now here we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to have another 11 double crochets into this magic circle. So this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and another 11 double crochets into this magic circle. So just yarn over, insert your hook into your magic circle, grab your yarn, and you're going to have 3 loops. Yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and that's a double crochet. And we're going to have another 10 double crochets here. So just let's do it. It's 3, 4. This is my last double crochet, my 12th double crochet here like this. And just pull your yarn, loosen a little bit tight like this. Now insert your hook into your third chain. So it's 1, 2 and 3. So I'm going to insert my hook into this third chain. We'll grab the yarn and we'll make a slip stitch here like this, and that's it. End of my round number 1. Now for round number 2, chain up 2 here, 1 and 2, yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch where you have made your slip stitch. So just insert your hook into that same stitch, grab your yarn like this, and you're going to have 3 loops. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops and leave your stitch this way, halfway done. Now again, yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch where you have made your slip stitch like this, grab your yarn, and you're going to have 4 loops here. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only like this. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 3 loops like this, and that's how we're going to finish up our this stitch. Now chain 1, yarn over and insert your hook into a second stitch. Your second stitch, insert your hook, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and you're going to have 2 loops on your hook. Now yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch, your second stitch like this, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops only, and you're going to have 3 loops here, 1, 2 and 3. Now yarn over for the last time here, insert your hook into that same stitch, grab your yarn, yarn over and pull your yarn through 2 loops, and you're going to have 4 loops on your hook. Now remember, because we have chained up 2 here, we have 3 loops on our first stitch. Now onwards, we're going to have 4 loops on our hook like this. Now yarn over and pull your yarn through all 4 loops like this and chain 1 like this, and keep on doing this on each stitch from the previous round. So just have a cluster of a 3 double crochet and then chain 1. So just yarn over, insert your hook into a 3rd stitch, grab your yarn and do your double crochet halfway done and we have to do it for 3 times. So this is for the first time, and that's the second time, and the 3rd one like this, and you're going to have 4 loops, 1 2 3 and 4. Yarn over and pull your yarn through all 4 loops and then chain 1 and keep on repeating it. So at the end of this round, you're going to have 12 cluster of these 3 double crochets plus 12 chain 1, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. Okay, so I've done my 12 clusters of my this 3 double crochets, and I've chained up at the end here, and I'm going to insert my hook into this first stitch. Now remember, while starting up this row or this round number 2, we have chain up 2 here, and that chain 2 would count as our double crochet halfway done. And then we have done another 2 double crochets halfway done. So this chain 2 is here, 1 and 2, and then we have finished up our stitch, this cluster, and that is your stitch. This is your stitch. So to make it simple, just insert your hook into your 3rd stitch from the beginning. So it's your first chain 1, second chain 1, and the 3rd one is your first stitch. So just insert your hook into that first stitch here like this, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. Now we're going to insert our hook into this second stitch, this one. So just insert your hook into that second stitch like this, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. Now here, as we have chained up 1 here, just insert your hook into this space between these 2 clusters. You are going to find your chain 1. Just insert your hook into that chain 1 space, grab your yarn and make another slip stitch. So make 3 slip stitches here. 1 slip stitch is to attach your round, and then another 2 slip stitches to reach here on your chain 1 space here. Now here we are going to chain up 3, 1 2 and 3. Yarn over and insert your hook into that same chain 1 space, grab your yarn and do another double crochet like this. So this chain 3 will count as your first double crochet and then your second double crochet. Now chain 1, and we are gonna skip this cluster of 3 double crochets from the previous round. So we are not going to work on this 2 stitches. We are not going to work, and we are going to directly insert our hook into this chain 1 space here. So you just yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space, grab your yarn and do 2 double crochets here. So it's your first double crochet and your second double crochet like this. Chain 1. Again, we are not going to work on this cluster from the previous round, but we're going to insert our hook into this chain 1 space, yarn over and do 2 double crochets here. So it's 1 and 2, chain 1, and keep on repeating it. So just yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space and do 2 double crochets and keep on repeating it. And by the end of this round, you're going to have your 24 double crochets with 12 chain 1, and I'm going to meet you here at the end. And here it is at the end of my round number 3. My work looks like this, and I've chained up 1 at the end here, and I'm going to insert my hook into my 3rd chain here. So it's 1 2 and 3, and I'm going to insert my hook into this 3rd chain, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. Now again, we're going to insert our hook into this second double crochet from the previous round and grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here, like this. Now again, insert your hook into this chain one space, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. So just reach here on your chain one space and we are going to chain up 3 here. 1, 2 and 3. And now we're going to do another 2 double crochets into this chain one space. So it's 1 and 2. So this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and then another 2 double crochets, chain 1, and we are not going to work on this 2 double crochets from the previous round. So we are not going to work on it. Directly insert your hook into this chain 1 space here. So just yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space. Grab your yarn and do 3 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2 and 3, like this. Now again, chain 1. Skip this 2 double crochets from the previous round and insert your hook into this chain 1 space, yarn over and do 3 double crochets here. 1, 2 and 3. And keep on repeating it, and I'm going to meet you at the end of this round here. Okay, so at the end of my round number 4, I've done my 12 sets of 3 double crochets here and 12 chain ones, and the 11 chain ones, and this is my 12th chain one here after my last 3 double crochets, and I'm going to insert my hook into this third chain here. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and insert your hook into your third chain, grab your yarn, make a slip stitch here, like this. Now we're going to insert our hook into this second double crochet, like this. Grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. Now again, insert your hook into this third double crochet. Just grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. And into this chain 1, insert your hook like this. Grab your yarn and make another slip stitch here, like this. Now here we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2 and 3, and we're going to do another 3 double crochets into this chain 1 space. So it's 1, 2 and 3. So it's going to be 4 double crochets. This chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and then another 3 double crochets, and here we are going to chain up 1, like this. Now skip this 3 double crochets from the previous round, yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space, grab your yarn and do another 4 double crochets. So just do it. It's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain 1. Skip these 3 double crochets, yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space and do another 4 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2 and 3, and keep on repeating it, and I'm going to meet you at the end of this round. Okay, so at the end of my round number 5, my work looks like this, and I'm going to chain up 1 here at the end and will insert my hook into this third chain from the beginning. So it's 1, 2 and 3. Grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here to join over this round. And that's it. And now we're going to insert our hook into this second double crochet. like this. Grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. Again, into this third double crochet, insert your hook, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch. And again, into this fourth double crochet, insert your hook, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here, like this. Now, into this chain one space, insert your hook and grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. Now here we're gonna chain up 3. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over and insert your hook into this chain one space. Grab your yarn and do your second double crochet, and we're gonna do here 5 double crochets. So it's chain 3 will count as our first double crochet. This is our second double crochet, and another 3 double crochets we are gonna do into this chain one space. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1. Skip this 4 double crochets from the previous round. Yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space. Grab your yarn and do another 5 double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, and that's it. Keep on repeating it, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. Okay, so at the end of my round number 6, my work looks like this, and I'm going to chain up 1 at the end here, and we'll insert my hook into this third chain. So it's 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to insert my hook into my third chain here. Grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here. And that's it. My round number 6 is attached here like this. Now, insert your hook into this second double crochet and make a slip stitch here. Again, into this third double crochet, insert your hook and make a slip stitch. Into the fourth double crochet, insert your hook and make a slip stitch. And into this fifth double crochet, the last double crochet, insert your hook, grab a yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. Now into this chain 1 space, insert your hook and grab a yarn and do a slip stitch here like this. Now here chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3. And here into this chain 1 space, we are going to do another 4 double crochets. So just yarn over and do another 4 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to need 5 double crochets here, and this chain 3 will count as our first double crochet, and then another 4 double crochets. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 double crochets. And now we are going to chain up 5 here. So chain up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 like this. Now yarn over and insert your hook into this same chain 1 space here. Insert your hook, grab your yarn and make a double crochet here like this. And we're going to do another 4 double crochets here. So in total we are going to have another 5 double crochets. So just do another 4 double crochets. So it's 2, 3, 4, and 5 like this. Now we're going to insert our hook into this third double crochet. So skip this first double crochet and your second double crochet here. Skip this 2 double crochets and insert your hook into this third double crochet like this. Grab your yarn and make a single crochet here like this. That's a single crochet. Now skip this another 2 stitches. So your 4th double crochet and your 5th double crochet, yarn over and insert your hook into your chain 1 space here directly. Grab your yarn and do another 5 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now here, skip this first 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and insert your hook into this 3rd double crochet. Like this, grab your yarn and do a single crochet here. Like this. Now skip this another 2 double crochets, 4 and 5, and yarn over and do another 5 double crochet into this chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like this. Now again, we are going to skip this 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and we're going to insert our hook into this 3rd double crochet. Like this, and make a single crochet here. Skip this another 2 double crochets, 4 and 5, yarn over and insert your hook into this chain 1 space and do your 5 double crochets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain up 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now again, into the same chain 1 space, we are going to do another 5 double crochets. So just yarn over, insert your hook, grab your yarn and make another 5 double crochets here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like this. Now again, we're going to skip this first 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and we're going to insert our hook into this 3rd double crochet, and we'll do a single crochet here. And now we are going to repeat this round. So just keep on repeating it all the way around, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. Okay, so here it is. I've done my last 5 double crochets here, and I'm going to insert my hook into my 3rd stitch. Now remember, we have done our slip stitches here, so your stitch will look like this. And I'm going to insert my hook into my 3rd stitch like this, and I'll do my single crochet here, and I will insert my hook into my 3rd chain. So it's 1, 2, and 3. Let's insert your hook into your 3rd chain and grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here, and that's it. It is done. Now cut your yarn and secure your last stitch and put your loose ends in at the back, and also make another piece just like this, and I'm gonna meet you after that. Okay, so here it is. I've got my 2 parts here. Now I'm gonna turn them. This is the front part and that's the back portion, like this, and I'm gonna turn them, and here I'm gonna have my needle. Now if you want to cut your yarn, you can cut your yarn. I'm gonna cut it later on, so just I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna insert my needle into my into my 2nd chain from here. So this is my 1st and 2nd chain. So I'm just gonna insert my needle here into my 2nd chain, and here again this one, I'm going to insert my hook into my second chain from here as well, like this, and into this first chain again, and into this first chain again, here like this. Have a longer yarn here. Now you're going to have your stitches here on both the parts. So just insert your hook into your stitch here. This chain part is done. Now just insert your needle into the back loop only. So as you're going to have your first stitch here, this is my first stitch. I'm going to insert my hook in my needle into this back loop only, like this. And remember, we are working on the back side. And here again, I'm going to insert, this is my first stitch, and I'm going to insert my needle into this back loop only, like this. So take back loops here and insert your needle like this. Now we're going to have exact same number of stitches, so you don't need to worry, and keep on doing this. Keep on taking your back loop only and keep on attaching them. And I'm going to meet you at the end here. Remember to take a longer yarn here. Take a longer yarn here and attach this to parts. And I'm going to have my back loop only. So I'm going to work on back loop only. Okay, so I've done my all stitches here. And I'm going to again take another 2 chains from here. So that's my first chain. And that's my second chain, like this, like this. So remember, we have attached 2 chains here and 2 chains here as well. It's gonna be difficult for you to have a look, but it's here like this, and it looks like this from the front. Now we can cut your yarn and put your loose ends in, and we're going to work on the tassels at the bottom here. Okay, so now it is done. Now for the tassel, have your yarn and just measure up the one part like this with your yarn in the middle like this. Just measure up. Now multiply this by 8. So keep on doing this like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, like this. Now cut your yarn here, and it will be a longer tail. Make 5 portions like this. So as now you have this one portion, just make another 4 portions. We're gonna need 5 tassels here, so make 5 like this. So here it is. I've cut my 5 parts like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now take one, keep this for a side. Here, take one part and fold it up like this. 1, 2, and 3. 3 times like this. Now as this is the front portion, take your hook and insert your hook here on your chain 5 space at the bottom like this, from the back like this, and grab your yarn here. Grab it and just make a slip stitch here. Like this, and tighten up your yarn here. Like this. Now here, this one at 1 single crochet here. Insert your hook like this. Have another strain of yarn and just fold it up for 3 times, just as we have done it before. And again, grab it from here. Like this, and tight this one. Now again, here at the single crochet, insert your hook. Have another strand of yarn and do exactly the same. Here at this single crochet, this one, insert your hook like this. Have your 4th strain of yarn and fold it up just like before. And at the last, on this chain 5, your last 5th tassel, and fold it up just like before. 1, 2, and 3, and just grab it. Like this. Tight your hook. Now all you have to do is cut your this yarn like this, and now level up your tassels here. So just put it in, trim your this tassels at the end so that it will have a perfect and here it is. I have trimmed up my this 5 tassels like this, and it is ready. Now you can simply insert your hook here and chain up as much as you want and make a loop here. But if you want a loop like this, so let's have a loop like this. Just have your yarn like this. Now I've used my same hook, my 4 mm of the hook. It is the same hook. Now leave your yarn like this on your 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 3 fingers, and just have your yarn around your fingers for 20 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Like this, and leave this last strain of yarn here aside. Now have your hook, insert your hook into the middle, in between your fingers like this. Grab your yarn like this and turn it. And that's it. Chain 1 here. And now we are gonna do single crochets all around this whole bunch of yarn. So insert your hook into this circle, grab your yarn and do a single crochet like this. So keep on doing your single crochets here, and I'm gonna have my 32 single crochets. But whatsoever single crochets you have been doing, whatsoever stitches you have been doing, in what number, just keep in mind that have your stitches in multiple of 4. I'm gonna do my 32 stitches here, my 32 single crochets here around this whole bunch of yarn. You can have as many as you want, but make it in multiple of 4, and I'm gonna meet you at the end here. So here it is. I've done my 32 stitches here like this, and it looks like this. Now I'm gonna insert my hook into my first stitch, and we'll make a slip stitch here like this. Now skip the next stitch. We're not going to work on the next stitch, and into this second stitch just insert your hook, grab your yarn and do a single crochet here, then yarn over and insert your hook into that same stitch, grab your yarn and do a double crochet here. So it's double crochet, and into this same stitch we're going to do another single crochet like this. Now next stitch, we are not going to work on the next stitch, so skip the next stitch and into the stitch after that insert your hook, grab your yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. Now next stitch, we're going to skip the next stitch, and into the next stitch we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet. Like this. Now into the next stitch, we're going to skip that next stitch, and into the stitch after that insert your hook and make a slip stitch here like this. The next stitch, we're not going to work on the next stitch, and into the stitch after that make 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet. And into the next stitch, we are going to skip that stitch, and into the stitch after that make a slip stitch, and keep on repeating it, and I'm going to meet you at the end here. So here it is. It looks like this. Now I'm going to do my last slip stitch here. Just going to insert my last slip stitch like this, and it looks like this. Now here, chain up 8, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8, and cut your yarn like this, and now we're going to attach this one on top of our project. So here it is. I have attached my needle here, and you can see a 1 single crochet here in the middle. So that's the middle part, and you're going to see 1 single crochet here. So just attach your work here like this, turn it back, and that's it. It's attached. Just put your this loose ends in. So I'm just gonna attach my this loose ends in, and that's it. Our project is done. And here it is. Our wall hanging is ready with our handle on the top and like this. And that's it. I hope you have liked my today's tutorial. If you have liked, please like, share, and comment on my videos. And please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you into the next video. Till then, bye.